Hello everyone, this is Meenal from Ganishka Astro Consultancy. I welcome you all to my channel on Vedic Astrology. So, as we are discussing in the series of videos on basics of astrology, in continuation to that, in today's video, we will cover what is Lagna or ascendant in a person's horoscope, what are different planets and their lordship in a horoscope, and lastly, we will cover Rashi or sign and nakshatra of the native. So, what is the birth sign or Janma Rashi and what is Janma Nakshatra of the native? We will cover both moon sign and sun sign and their significance briefly. Okay, so let us get started with the concept of ascendant or Lagna in the native's chart. So, as we had covered in the last class, again we will consider some place on planet Earth where a native is born. So, native is born at a particular time, a particular place, and this time let us consider also the month or year in which the person is born for the convenience of our understanding. So, if you remember, we had drawn the sphere. So, this time I will not draw the sphere. Instead, I will just draw a straight line and I will draw a semisphere. Okay. So, let's say this is the semisphere. Okay. So, last time we covered this was 1, then this was 4, then somewhere below was 7, and then this was 10, right? And we said if we draw a line like this, and we had 2 here, we had 3 here, 4, 5, 6 like that, we had 10 here, we had 11 here, and we had 12 here, right? Maybe let me draw somewhere here. So we have, let's say, 11 here, right? Now if I just connect these lines, right, it will be something like this. Correct? So this entire sphere we had divided into 12 parts. So which means this semisphere will be divided into 6 parts, right? So this is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part, like this. This will be, let's say, this is fourth part, this is fifth part, and this is sixth part, just for our convenience and considering there are 6 parts in this semisphere, right? So here we had said this Rashi is the Mesha Rashi, this Rashi is Vrishabha Rashi, this Rashi is Mithuna Rashi. Like this it will continue, Karka, then Simha, then Kanya, then will come Tula Rashi, then will come Scorpio or Vrishika Rashi, then will come Dhanu, here it will be Makara, then it will be Kumbha, and here it will be the 12th Rashi as Meena, right? So we have these 12 Rashis. So we are now focusing on this semisphere. Okay, we will not be focusing on the entire sphere just for our convenience. Okay, there is going to be sphere. This entire sphere is going to be there, here below. We are just covering on the semisphere, right? Now, based on the month of the year, based on the place on this planet Earth, and the time at which the native is born, somewhere all these planets are going to be present in one of these 12 houses, right? So let us say Sun is present somewhere here. Okay, so let's say this is planet Sun, right? Somewhere here Sun is present. Like this, all other planets will be placed. I'll just consider. So if Sun is here, let's say Moon is somewhere here, then say Saturn is somewhere here, right? And then Guru maybe somewhere in below houses. Maybe we will not, let us not consider Rahu Ketu for now, because that will confuse. We will consider only the 7 planets, right? So let's say 3 planets are placed here. Guru, Mercury, Venus, let's say they are placed somewhere below, in below portion of the sphere, and say Mars is here, right? Let's say this is Mars. So like this, all the 7 planets are placed. Let's assume that, right? Now, coming back to this sphere, this entire sphere is going to be 360 degree, right? This, from this point, if we traverse like this, entire sphere is going to be 360 degree, right? This we are dividing into 12 portions, 12 parts, which means each part is going to be 30 degree. Only then all the 12 parts together, it will become 360 degree, right? So 360 degree divided by 12 will be 30 degree each, right? So these are the 12 houses, correct? So which means, from, if we start from Mesha Rashi, so here it is 0 degree of Mesha Rashi. It will traverse like this. Here it will be 30 degree of Mesha Rashi, which is next will be 0 degree of Vrishabha Rashi. Like this it will travel. Here it will be 30 degree of Vrishabha Rashi. 0, then we'll start from 0 degree of Mithuna Rashi, and so on, right? So like this it will traverse, correct? We are considering sun placement over here, right? Now this is Meena Rashi, as you can understand. Meena Rashi starts from here, ends over here. So somewhere it is 0 degree of Meena Rashi over here, and here it is 30 degree of Meena Rashi, right? So technically it will be 29.99, finally 30. 30 will be same as 0, just a small difference, right? Minor difference, and it will enter. It is like entering from one house to another house, right? Since sun is here, let's assume somewhere this is 28 degree. From somewhere here, let's assume this is 28 degree, right? So what does it mean? In this chart, in this cosmos, when the person was born, based on time, place, month and year on which this native or this person is born, sun is in Meena Rashi at 28 degrees, right? So let's start listing. So here we have sun in Meena Rashi at 28 degrees, correct? Like this we will have moon, right? So moon is here, which means it is Kumbha Rashi. Let's assume that this is something maybe 27 degree, correct? So moon is 27 degree Kumbha Rashi, right? Like this, Saturn will be Mithuna Rashi, maybe this is midpoint, say 15 degree. So Saturn will be 15 degree Mithuna Rashi. Correct? So this way, this will continue. Like this, we will place all the 7 planets or all the 7 grahas in the horoscope. We will convert this sphere like last time into a horoscope later on. Okay, but let us just remember this part. Now, we will go into the concept of Lagna or the ascendant. Okay, now when we want to understand the concept of Lagna or ascendant, first let us understand this. Okay, so this is planet Earth and this is the entire cosmos, right? So planet Earth is, in reality, planet Earth is rotating, right? But we will consider, for the sake of convenience or in astrological terms, we will consider planet Earth as static. So which means the entire zodiac will move in this direction, correct? Now this planet Earth is going to revolve this entire zodiac in 24 hours, in one day, correct? So considering planet Earth as static, which indirectly means this entire zodiac is going to revolve in 24 hours, right? So this entire thing is going to be in 24 hours. Now when we say 24 hours we have 12 rashis or we have 12 signs, or let's call it as houses for the convenience. So we have 12 houses, right? 1, 2nd, 3rd and so on. So this means it is going to stay in one house for 2 hours, correct? So which means from here to here it is going to take 2 hours. From here to here it is going to take 2 hours and so on. Like this, in 24 hours it will finish the entire zodiac, 2 hours. Okay. Now, based on the time on which native is born, with respect to sunrise, with respect to on any particular day, right? Based on the degree of sun. So here we are assuming 28 degrees sun in Meena Rashi, correct? Based on degree of the sun, the placement of sun we already have decided, correct? It will be in either of the 12 rashis. In this case we are considering 28 degree Meena Rashi, correct? Now, based on the time of birth of the child with respect to sunrise time on that particular day, the birthplace of the child will be decided in a particular rashi. What it means is, this 2 hour right rotation will start from sunrise. So let's say at 6 hours, say 15 minutes was sunrise time on any particular day. Okay, let's assume this. So which means here, right, when sun is here, at the time of sunrise we will start counting 2 hours like this. Okay, so what it means is it will reach here at 8 hours 15 minutes, correct? So this is sunrise plus 2 hours, correct? So in this window, the ascendant or the lagna of the person, if the person is born between 6 hours 15 minutes, that is sunrise time, to 8 hours 15 minutes, then to become ascendant or lagna of the native. Let us say, now let's assume native is born at 14 hours, okay, which is 2 p.m. Let's assume this is time of birth of the native. Okay, let's assume 2 p.m. correct? Now let's understand from here. From here to here it is 8 a.m. 15 minutes. From here to here it is going to be 10 a.m. 10:15 a.m. From here to here it is going to be 12:15 p.m. From here to here it is going to be 2:15 p.m. right? So here in this case ascendant will be called as will become Karka Rashi. This will become ascendant of the native. Okay. So based on 2 p.m. assuming sunrise is at 6 hours 15 minutes, ascendant of the native will become Karka Rashi. Okay, so this is the way to find ascendant of the native. And then based on exact time, so here to here it is going to be 2 hours of time, right? So it is going to move slowly like this. So somewhere it will be 2 hours 15 minutes, correct? So this will decide degree of the ascendant. So Karka Rashi, and let's say 2 p.m. is somewhere here where it is, let's say 18 degree, then it will be 18 degree Karka Rashi. Okay, so this is how you find ascendant of the person or ascendant of the native. To better understand this in a summary, we will convert this whole zodiac into a horoscope. So let us say we continue with South Indian style horoscope, right? So this is the way we will draw the horoscope, like how I explained in the last session, right? So if we number, it is always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Correct? Now what we are saying is, in this case, Sun is 28 degree Meena Rashi. So Sun will be here, 28 degree. Here Moon is 27 degree Kumbha Rashi. So Moon will be here, 27 degree. Saturn is, we said, 15 degree Mithuna Rashi. So Saturn will be here. Like this, maybe some other planets are placed somewhere. We did not cover all the planets, but all the 9 planets, 7 planets and Rahu and Ketu will be placed somewhere in this similar fashion. Right? Coming to Lagna, we just said that based on 2 p.m. and the sunrise time, the ascendant of the person or Lagna of the person is Karka, 18 degree. So here it will be indicated like this and 18 degree. Okay, in some places you will find it is written as ASC. Correct? Same thing, if we have to convert into North Indian chart, let us convert this into North Indian chart for the convenience. Right? So this is how we will draw the North Indian chart. Now if you remember the difference between South Indian chart and North Indian chart, here numbering remains constant and here ascendant remains constant. So this is always ascendant. Okay, ascendant as we said is 18 degree. Correct? Now because this is ascendant, here it is Karka Rashi. So here it will be 4. Then we'll continue 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 and 3. Right? As we said, Sun is in Meena Rashi, 28 degrees. So Sun will be here, 28 degree. Right? Moon is Kumbha Rashi, 27 degree. So Moon will be here, 27 degree. And Saturn is 15 degree Mithuna Rashi. So Saturn will be here, 15 degree. Okay. So this is how the chart will be drawn. Now you can see your own chart and understand which is your ascendant, either in South Indian or North Indian. Which is your ascendant? Where is your Saturn placed? Which degree? Where is your Sun placed? Which degree? Like this, all the 9 planets including Rahu and Ketu you will be able to find in your own chart. Okay, so this is all about ascendant. Lastly, let us quickly understand what is sun sign of a person or what is moon sign of a person. Now it is very easy, right? As we had seen here, sun will be placed somewhere, moon will be placed somewhere, right? So wherever sun is placed, that becomes sun sign of the person. Whenever moon is placed, that becomes moon sign of the person. When we say moon sign, it is the Janma Rashi of the person. And while we cover nakshatras in the next and the last session in this series of videos, whichever nakshatra, just remember this much for now, whichever nakshatra moon is placed, that becomes Janma nakshatra of the person. Okay, so why sun sign is important, why moon sign is important, why moon nakshatra or Janma nakshatra is important, and the significance or the different nakshatras that we have, the sequence in which they are, all these things we will cover in the next video. So this is all in today's video. If you like the video, then don't forget to press the like button and do subscribe to my channel so that you will keep getting more such videos. Do share in comment section how do you find this video. Is it useful? Are you now able to understand how the planets are placed in your own chart? Which is your ascendant? How to identify all these things? What is moon sign? What is sun sign? And so on. Okay. Do watch previous videos in the series of videos on the basics of astrology. Link to these previous videos is given below. Thank you. For more information and for astrology consultation, visit my website www.ganishkaastroconsultancy.com. Thank you.